Hello and welcome to a new video from the What Guys. Uh, Today I'm gonna do something different. This time I'm going to make a tier list of the best squads maps as P 2.0. So yeah, I just will be trying to explain which maps I enjoy the most playing, which maps I hate the most, and I'll give my opinion more or less on all the maps and why are they ranked that way. So this is a personal opinion. Feel free to argue with me in the comments if you think that I rank them up way too high or way too low. And yeah, let's start with the video. So Horrifica. Horrifica is a map that I really enjoy, but I think yeah, as a vehicle combat, it's really good. Infantry action. I mean, I don't know. It's nice, right? I mean, it's good. But the vehicle combat is really good. The problem is there's a lot of vegetation and trees and shit, and it can feel a little bit like I don't know. It's not so good for having good kill games. Maybe you can have good kill games, but the fuck there's so many vegetation, and that's why I'm ranking it on A, I think, for the moment. Talil. Oh, Talil. Great map to play in every single layer, except for the one of helicopter layer. I think it's Ras V1 and Ras V2 or some shit like that. So those two layers are terrible in my opinion. The rest of the layers are kinda good and kinda fun. It also has the tanks layer, which is amazing. 6v6 tanks, really fun to play. I would put it strongly on the S category. You can do so much stuff with tanks, and yeah, I actually like it a lot. And yeah, you can do so many wild stuff playing Taliyah. Sumari, um, you would think that since I am more like an armor guy, I would not like a map like Sumari, but the fuck, I just hate that map so much that I actually enjoyed playing because I just managed to have a really strong tactic on Sumari that actually works and they can actually win the game pretty easily if the enemies don't know how to counter it, which most of them don't. So for that reason, I'm going to go with B for Sumari. I actually think it's a really good seeding map and it's really fun to play, but it can get a little bit stalematy if you don't actually succeed on the first push. Narva. Mm, I mean, it's a good map. It's fun with fast vehicles like BTRs and IVs. Not so much for tanks. I think for tanks a little bit pain in the ass. Invasion is really good. The British invasion, not the one that you have to attack castle, which is impossible to play. And for that reason, I'm gonna go with B. To be honest, I could go with A, but I think there are better maps out there. It's a fun map to play, and yeah, Scorpio. The only layer that I actually enjoy playing a Scorpio on is something like territory control. It's actually only one layer that I actually like, and only with BTRs, right? Because it's super fun to play on that layer with BTRs. But the rest of the map is so fucking hilly and campy, and I feel like you are such an disadvantage with your armor. And I will go. I mean, I can play it. It's not like I hate it, but I wouldn't mind playing something else. Mutaha, I don't know. It's like I really enjoy that it's really flat and the action is actually pretty center, so everyone is pretty bunched up in the middle. It can get a little bit hectic if you start capping flags, and you can get into more like the inside the towns, so it can be a little bit fucked. But yeah, I think it's a solid map, and for that reason, I will go for a B, I guess. Goose Bay. Oh my god, I hate Goose Bay. I mean, it's not like an F, but holy shit, that map is bad. It has so much elevation. Like you cannot traverse around the open. There are so many tree lines. You get stuck a lot on vehicles, and you don't have good lines of sight either. So yeah, I will go D on Goose Bay. Mestia. If if you know me, guys, you know I call this map shit tier because I actually hate it. You can have good games with the striker and things like that if you position yourself correctly in the hills, and you can actually have really good games. But I don't like it, so that's a D for me. I'm sorry, Bestia, I don't like you. Belaya, Belaya, really cool map to play. I don't know, like invasion on, but I would say most of the time just the nature of the map forces you to go on the roads a lot, which is a fucking mindfest if the enemy is good. So I'm going with D Belaya, to be honest. I couldn't bother BC. Al Basra, you know, I have a problem with Al Basra because it's a game, a map that I love and I hate, and I cannot, I don't know. It could be S tier, or it could be F tier. I mean, the invasion layers are amazing to play. I mean, they're so much fun. It's in the open, especially with tanks and shit. So you can have so many kills there just because it's so open and the action is so located in some really urban areas, like really small. So the effects like 3-4 flags and invasion are insane to play. Even with the warriors or the tanks can be really fun. Also the Canadian layer. I mean, there's one Canadian layer that's actually good, but the other one is a mess unless they removed it. I didn't play in a long time, but I know that it's a mess. So overall, I'm gonna go in the middle ground, a C. I think it's fair because there's some AAA's V1 and AAA's V2 layers that are really boring. It's like militia against insurgents and or only helicopters and MRAPs and things like that. There's also some good like TC layers that are actually really good at it, like, and that's why it's going to go in the middle of the road, like C. I wouldn't go up high to B just because of the invasion, but I think C is fair enough. Lascar Valley. Lascar Valley. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's a map that if I have to play it, I will play it, but it's not like something that it really stands out to me. I mean, yeah. I mean, go B, bro. I mean, Lascar Valley is just a camping main road mainly. So yeah, Logar Valley. I actually enjoy this map more than Lascar, and yeah, for me, I mean, the action in the middle is really good. I mean, it's really fun. For me, that's at C, I think. I mean, the action in the middle is pretty good, but I think militia and insurgent forces has a big advantage on this map. Kokan, Kokan, Kokan. I mean, same goes here. It's a fun map to play. So it just goes same with Logger Valley, just same thing. It's really good for infantry. It's really fun if you know what to play, but I think like militia and insurgent forces are a little bit overpowered on this map if you know how to use their speed and shit. So it can be a little bit annoying. Let's go with Kohat. I love Kohat. Straight up S tier. I love Kohat. Kohat is for me my favorite map in the game. For vehicles, you have so much elevation. You can actually do sick stuff from miles away, and you have such a good like overview of the area if you know, because Kohat is in the end is a valley, and if the flags go to the middle and there are some good layers there, even invasion layers are fun with Bradleys and shit. They're really fun to play, and I really enjoy that map. I think it's really good to get kills, really good to have fun, intense action. It has everything. For infantry, maybe not so good. It can be a Mother Fest. You can get camp pretty easily, but yeah, Kohat strong ass here. Kamdesh. I mean, Kamdesh. Map that I hate, but you can do well on. As you see, we have a video of 90 plus kills in this map, but it's not normal. It's not a map that I enjoy playing. It's really frustrating. You have a lot of trees. You have to follow the roads just because of that, which is really bad. I don't like maps that I have to follow roads, but I don't think it's that terrible. I think you can do well in it, and it can be fun. So yeah, you have to be aware of a lot of stuff though. So that's why it goes to D. Gorodok. Gorodok, I mean, it would go on A. I mean, I'm going to leave it on A, but because I mean it has good armor gameplay, it has good infantry gameplay, but with the vegetation that it gets worse on Gorodok and Horrifica. I would rank Horrifica above Gorodok, but without going to the S tier or Gorodok going to the B tier. So I think A is the actual correct position for it. Uh, Fool's Road, to be honest, I hate this map. It's my least favorite map. There are two maps that are really not my favorite. Like Fool's Road is one of them, and I hate Fool's Road. I don't know why. It's the map that I hate the most. I call it Fuckers Road, and I hate it so much. Every time it goes in rotation, I actually am really mad because I have to play this map. I don't like any of the layers. I think they are terrible, and the map plays like shit. So yeah, Fallujah. For infantry, I think it's fun, but for vehicle gameplay, pretty shitty. I mean, street fighting is not great for vehicles, so either you go outside the map, I mean, you start going to the outskirts of the map, or you focus on something else. So yeah, Fallujah T for for vehicles and shit. Korra, I love Korra. S tier. Say why Korra, bro? S tier Korra, you are mad. I mean, I love playing Korra with the BTR. I think it's one of my favorite maps to play BTRs on. And yeah, if you see our gameplays, you will know that Korra is nuts to play. If you know how to move around the map, you can get so many kills. It can be so much fun. Just rush around the map, just blasting everyone out with the 30 mils, and it's so much fun. It's fucking crazy, and I love it. I mean, I love Korra. For instance, Solid S tier. I think it's a really underrated map by many people, and yeah, I think many people will not agree with this pick. But yeah, for me, it's S tier. Manic 5 straight out of F. I hate Manic. You have the map is so badly designed. Like it's so badly designed right now. Like it has like those really hilly areas which you are forced to go into, I don't know, 5 miles an hour, 5, 6 miles an hour, going uphill like every time. It feels like to get to somewhere you have to go uphill like forever. And since you are going uphill, if you get ambushed by RPGs, there's nothing you can do because you are just going so fucking slowly, right? So it doesn't make sense. It's just main road camping with the vehicles. You can do well in it. I don't say that you can't, but it's only main road, just main road pushing and main road camping and holding that main road mainly for the entire time. Operation First Light, many people will not know, but this map was one of the first maps out of Squad. I think it stopped being played in 8 in like beta 12, V12s maybe, I don't know. So this map, if you don't know, it was like kind of like Fool's Road, but I think what's better. I'm not gonna rank it because it's not in the current map pool, but it was like Fool's Road, but better. It was a little bit more open and it wasn't so hilly, and I actually enjoyed it. I mean, my experience was it would be like in par with maps like Kokon and Lower and shit. So I would say it's a strong C with what I can remember. I think it was like 2 years ago that we stopped playing this map. I think it was. I mean, this map is better than Fool's Road, that's for sure. I would play this map 10 out of 10 times. So yeah, that was the list. Maybe you could disagree on like Korra and Kohat, but I think most people will agree on with my list, like most of the picks. But as I said, if you disagree on something, just let me know in the comments. And if you like the video, just like the video and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.